Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy Long. I'm the Senior Training Specialist for the Center for Instructional Technology and also the day-to-day coordinator of our includED program. Today I just want to take a few minutes of your time to talk about the includED and OER list of courses. I'm going to bring up our spreadsheet to help you interpret how to build courses using this spreadsheet. So as you can tell, across the top of the page, we have several columns. Column A is where I'm going to indicate to you the new courses that were added just today. This is to indicate to you that we have new courses that have been added to the list since we released our summer and fall included list earlier this year. The next is a list of the actual courses, the publisher, the fees that are attached, the taxes, the course attribute that you need to use when building these courses in Banner, the detail codes, the tax detail code, and then some very specific notes about how these courses should be applied and what courses this information should be applied to in Banner. I've broken this down into several different categories. So the first category are just simple includED courses. You want to make sure that you're reading each line carefully. Okay? You want to make sure that each line is read carefully because there could be changes in pricing or detail codes and information. So go through each line very, very carefully. These courses, for example, the BCom 100 and the BCTI courses, all that are indicated with this red detail information on the right-hand side, these are only applied to traditional and hybrid sections only. These are never ever applied to online courses. That's really why it's so important to read each line very carefully, including the notes section. As we scroll down through our spreadsheet, we enter into an area that's just been added. These are our boat courses, so Boat 101, 105, 109, 114, 121, 201, 216, 218, and 222 have just been added, so these are new for fall. These are Cengage courses, and the price is $82, $574 for taxes. You're going to use the CAFE attribute. These fees and attributes should be added to all of the online sections across the state. Faculty members and program chairs can use this content in a hybrid or traditional classroom experience as well. It is up to that program chair or instructor to contact you directly to ask for you to add the attribute and the fees to any traditional or hybrid sections. But to kick things off, you're going to add the fees and the attribute to all of the online sections for these boat courses. Okay? Again, program chairs can use this content in both traditional and hybrid sections. You just want to make sure that you're building that at their request. And again, you're going to add the fees and the attributes to that particular course. This CAFE attribute, or in case of our online open education resources, that OMSF attribute and this CAFE attribute are what indicates to our textbook provider what books are going to be used and how it's going to be used. It also influences student billing and then also how those courses are loaded and built in the Ivy Learn platform and for student delivery. So it's very important that you have both the attributes and the fees. As we continue to scroll through this spreadsheet, Math 123 is a special case. Math 123 is added to all sections, regardless of delivery method. So the includED courses, Math 123, apply to all sections. As we continue to go through this area, you'll see we now come into our Open Education Resource area. You want to make sure, again, that you're reading each line carefully to ensure the attribute and detail codes are entered correctly. All right. These courses in the green section are optional. Okay? These courses are only available as an option for faculty. The program chair or the faculty member will contact you and let you know that they've selected to use open education resources from this list, okay, that's all this in green, to their traditional or hybrid sections. This whole green area here, and it's spelled out very specifically in the details, and then also in our little message code up here, that these are only applied to traditional and hybrid sections and never to our online courses. Okay, this is just an option for faculty. As we continue down the list, we do have some courses, some online courses that use open education resources. This is this whole section. So all of our English 112 online courses, all of our INFM 109, IBYT 112, IBYT 114, IBYT 115, IBYT 116, and POLS 101, you'll see that has distance education right beside it. This applies to all of our online courses. Okay? Program chairs can select to use the same content in a traditional or hybrid format, but to get things started, you're going to apply these fees to all of the online sections. Again, you're going to read very carefully, line by line. Finally, this final section is one particular course, IBYT 113, that uses both open education resources and includED content. So there are two attributes and two fees attached to this IBYT 113 course. Again, so open education resources, $10. The OMSF link, there's a very specific detail code that's attached to that, and there's information located here. You're also in that IBYT 113 going to add an includED charge for the Strength Finder Access Guide. If you have any questions about the color scheme, there's a color codes here that kind of give you an indication what those colors mean. But you want to make sure that you're just reading each one of those line items very carefully and very specifically. Again, because we've made some updates to the original list that was sent out for both summer and fall, we've added this column here that says just added, so you'll know what's new and maybe help you identify what you need to look for when you're building courses. If you have any questions at all, you are welcome to contact me. It's klong@ivytech.edu. And you're welcome to call with any questions or email me. My phone number is 317-921-4648. Thank you so much for your time and have a great semester.